quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They'll go. It's Swift. And he's going to have the Bears first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Let him throw. To throw is Williams. Flushed to his left. He's going to run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. On play action, here's Dak. And he's going to be taken down back at the 2-yard line.
A loss of 7 yards.
Out of his own end zone, Prescott. His pass right side is caught by Schoonmaker. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
But it's 3rd down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. To the air again. Prescott. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll throw again. Dak. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
And the Cowboy first down.
Prescott again. That's out wide to Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, Prescott to the air. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but Nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Dak to throw. And he'll take it on in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter.
Brandon offering a kickoff for the Cowboys.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Well, we give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Another run here, another run by Swift. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Important moment here. 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, it's over in a flash, and he lost the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. The Bears sending out their punt team. Important punt here in this tie game late. This brought in out past the 20. And he's gonna score. He takes it back on the punt return. One play, 75 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. And they get the great bonus of scoring on special teams. This time the punt return unit able to put 6 up on the board.
And what we see here, Mike, is just a breakdown in the coverage. They talk all week about fanning the field, controlling the returner, keeping them on your inside arm. In this case, two guys get stacked behind each other. They leave just enough space for this returner to operate in, and the next thing you know, they're looking at him in the end zone.
The kick is good. Makes the score Cowboys 31, Bears 28.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Duvernay on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bears offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
What is up?
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Chicago.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. That one incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. It is 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's down. Short throw caught by Ferguson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. On the ground, Williams. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Left side, caught by Lamb. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout, 2 seconds remaining in the game. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to win the game. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.